Bonjour, everybody. Welcome to People Without Pants. We're sorry we're late. It was my dad's birthday, so we were doing birthday activities.
In return, we've decided to bless you with a reading from the ancient texts. 7 a.m., waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal. Seeing everything, the time is going, ticking on, and everybody's rushing. Gotta get down to the bus stop. Gotta catch my bus. I see my friends kicking in the front seat, sitting in the back seat.
I hate how instantly I recognize
Make
this.
my mind up. Which seat can I take? All right, folks.
It's high day. Give a bitch a black eye day.
Jesus Christ, what is that?
That's Rucka Rucka Ali's parody
No.
that I unfortunately
Why
still
are you
fucking remember, even though I'm not happy about it.
I think that guy should be deplatformed, and you're out here giving him subscriptions. Like,
I am also not. Don't worry, I'm not subscribed. And also, I am also not happy that I remember it.
how many of those do you remember? Because you've told me on multiple occasions you think the only lyrics you can remember to is a different song.
Well, yeah, I remember little bits of multiple different songs. I don't, memorize the whole fucking thing, but I remember, a lyric or two from a bunch of different ones.
See, on the other hand, I could just tell you Weird Al's lyrics. I could just do that.
Yeah.
I spent too much time with Weird Al in my life.
Yeah, he is racist, Weird Al, isn't he?
I mean, I don't even think that's, good enough. Because, Weird Al implies a lot of skill.
Yeah.
There's something that, pisses me off the older I get. Because, I don't know, I have an ability for doing this. So when people don't do this, it really makes me upset. If you're going to make a parody of something and you don't match the amount of syllables, I want to strangle myself with a fucking belt.
True.
No, it pisses me off to the ends of the earth that people don't understand that you need to copy the amount of syllables. I don't care what they're going into, but you need to copy the amount of syllables.
Yeah, that's kind of, we were saying that when we were talking about We Didn't Start the Fire, how Fall Out Boy just didn't really put any effort into making it chronological. They just put shit where it fit.
I don't, bro. If you took up a Wikipedia history of things that happened this year, or you're just hit a random page on Wikipedia and you did that 50 fucking times, and then you exclusively did the things in a certain time period, and then you listed them, and you could just do this with an encyclopedia, folks, just randomly picking out, you would have We Didn't Start the Fire. It's not it's not impressive, damn it.
Well, yeah, Billy Joel agrees with you, for the record.
See, I like that Billy Joel is this is not a good song. I did this as a lark one day, and people really get into it.
Yeah, he hates having to sing it, because if you fuck up one lyric, it derails the whole thing. But they keep demanding he do it, so he keeps doing it.
It's kind of like Radiohead and Creep, huh?
Yeah, they stopped doing that one for a while.
Well, Radiohead hates Creep. I mean,
yeah, for a long time they refused to play it in concert, and eventually they just got so many demands that they said, fine, fuck off.
I don't know if that story is true, that one of the dudes is trying to blow out the speakers, and that's why he's fucking with his guitar like that right before the chorus. But I like to believe it's true.
Yeah. Are crypto rug pulls legal yet? Because everyone's doing them. I don't think they're illegal, or else people wouldn't be doing them.
Well, they're...
You think Haley Welch's dumbass could get away with that if it was illegal?
They're in that little gray space of if you grease the right wheels, they're legal, but if you don't, then your cart gets stuck on the tracks, and then you're caught.
Yeah.
Which any half-decent meme coin doer doesn't do, but
It turns out trade embargoes, blockades, and closing shipping routes is how a republic falls into an empire. Sorry, George. Looks like you were right. That's on me. Yeah, did you not get that in 1999? Because I did. Well, maybe not in 99 because I was 2, but when I was 9 or whatever, rewatching Phantom Menace, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I just kind of read Roman history books.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
kind of the same deal. Like, you just cut the shit off at the fucking limbs, make them keep extending, and then you just kind of pull out their arms while they're doing that, and next thing they know, they're getting slapped with their own arms.
It does genuinely piss me off how much the prequel suck era internet content is based on, like, I don't want Star Wars to be intellectual. Well, then fuck off. Grow up. What do you want
Spider-Man
from me?
isn't political, Larry.
Yeah, no, quite literally. Well, I will grant this caveat. Spider-Man is not as explicitly political as X-Men. But Spider-Man is pretty political.
Our good old buddy doesn't believe so.
Yeah, so for those of you wondering, we had to reschedule that interview for next week because he had some thing he had to do today and he couldn't do any prep, which, fair enough, fine, whatever.
It's fucking lame. I'm not...
I am actually relieved because I have something else I want to spend tonight's show talking about, and I didn't want to wait till Thursday.
Are you making prep like a good boy, Larry?
No, actually.
Folks, boo this guy.
And I'm not taking prep either, even though I probably should be.
Haha. But, boo this man. Always.
Though George did skip out on the part of the prequels where the Secretary of Homeland Security's husband wore a pair of big fat titties while cheating, so maybe next time try painting the whole picture. Very interesting you bring that up.
Why are you looking at the titties?
Well, I'm not looking at the titties. I only heard this in passing, but yeah. Kristi Noem's husband... Oh, sorry, wrong button. Where is it? Here we go. Fucking StreamYard.
Last day of the month after February. Wow.
Yeah, it's really appropriate that today is Trans Day of Visibility, which, by the way, happy Trans Day of Visibility, everybody, because
I see y'all.
Kristi Noem, you know what? I'm just going to fucking deign to click on New York Post just to prove that I'm not being biased with this one. There's my fucking email for everybody to see, I guess. Thanks, Daily Mail. Or, sorry, New York Post. I mix up the different fucking slot publications.
Bro, you've already made yourself open the doxing at this point. Like, just
True.
And move to the next P.O. box, I guess.
The family was blindsided by this. Were they, though? Were they really? Is it really that shocking?
I mean, it's giving Butters' dad.
Yeah, which, somewhat related, Butters' dad is one of the characters I fucking hate most in all of South Park.
He's one of those that you should silently hate, low key.
Yeah, like I don't hate when, like I don't go ugh when he shows up. I hate him like he's a real person, and if he was, I'd beat the shit out of him.
If we're to consider the people in South Park as people, the Stotches should be put into places.
Yeah, like the dad in particular is like abusive to his son.
Oh, it's not the dad in particular. The mom literally, for all her knowledge, murdered her son and was like, time to blame it on a Puerto Rican.
Oh, well, that's a whole... Yeah, I wasn't even talking about specific instances. I'm just talking like the general way they interact with Butters. Like,
well, I mean, she's complicit in everything the dad does.
Yeah, exactly. The dad does it, and she turns a blind eye to it, possibly in fear of being abused herself. If we're being real here.
No, because she joins in sometimes.
Yeah, true.
Like,
if I'm being very charitable.
Like, fuck you, you dumb bitch. And then she's like, what's that? Like came home and had like the dad just start beating the shit out of Butters.
Yeah, like his parents like fucking piss me off. Like I actually feel genuine anger on Butters' behalf when his parents show up.
Yeah, there's two sets of parents in South Park that are particularly shitty. One is the Stotches, and the other is one we don't think about often, Nathan's parents.
Which one's Nathan again?
Nathan is, I'm not doing an impression of him because it's 2026. He's the one with Down syndrome who's really intelligent, who like, okay, I can do this part. Shut up, Mimsy! Like,
Mimsy? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that part.
Is it Down syndrome? Did they ever say what he has, or does he...
He has a lot of features that I feel comfortable saying he's portrayed as having Down syndrome.
Well, I once said South Park is the only show where you can depict a special needs child being molested twice by a shark and it's funny instead of being disturbing.
Nah, South Park makes me think a lot. Like,
What a
Jimmy
wonderful
really
audience.
turned the R word into the N word, and I love that for him.
On the first day of Christmas.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You played the video games, right? The two good ones, that is.
I didn't finish them, but yes.
I think it was the first. Has Jimmy's one of the like power ups you can call in during a fight.
Oh my god.
And he sings like a whole dirty limerick about the opponent's mom, and he does it all stuttery like he always does. And it's oh my fuck. It's not the stuttering that's funny, it's the limerick itself that's genuinely hysterical.
I mean, okay, as a person with a stutter, Jimmy's like the only funny representation of stuttering I've ever seen.
Yeah, because it's like one small piece of him. It's not, they don't use it as like their sole mechanism for comedy.
Well, it's also like, let's not roast the kid over the stutter. Let's use the stutter to make funny things. Like,
yeah, like when he sings that song.
A Billy Madison thing over again.
Oh god, I'm so fucking sick of the Today Junior joke.
That's what I'm saying. No, like I'm
so fucking sick of that joke. If you're gonna do a
thing, make a joke. And I think about this one where Stan goes, "All right, Jimmy, Wendy's right over there. I need you to tell her that she is a continued presence of my love, and a constant thing in my life." And Jimmy goes up. He goes, "Stan wants me to tell you you're a cunt, you're cunt." Oh my god! And she storms off. Continuous source of love in his life.
Yeah.
Like, okay, guys, we actually have a great joke for once. But
yeah, well, like even when he sings the Christmas song, like the joke isn't haha he's stuttering. The joke is this song goes on forever and everyone's too uncomfortable to put a stop to it.
Well, I mean, he's got to finish the song.
It wouldn't have been. See, that's the thing. When you sing that song, you got to start with "On the 12th Day of Christmas" because that covers everything you need to know.
But then you're not singing the song. You're just
I know, and that song irritates the piss out of me when you don't start with number 12.
Why would you? But you don't. Do you start Fast and the Furious franchise on number 7? Like,
I've never actually watched any of those. I need to at some point. I just haven't.
I mean, dude, the actors in that movie are pretty hot.
Anyway, Byron Gnome.
I guess you could say that some of them have cooled down now.
Oh, yeah, and it's okay to make jokes at Paul Walker's expense because he was a child molester.
Can I just point out that, like, the fact that his name wasn't, like, Paul Driver should probably indicate how he should, like, move himself?
True.
But didn't want to believe in that.
Anyway, Byron Gnome is apparently a fucking, I don't know, some kind of sex fiend. I don't want to call him degenerate pervert.
Is he a sex fiend or is he just cross-dressing?
Well, he's like a cross-dressing and he's hanging out on fetish sites, I guess. Now, all of this is fine with me, but to people like him, you might as well be like a demon from hell. So that's why it's worthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not like what I would think of as a sex fiend, but
no,
just toss him in.
Yeah, he cross-dresses and chats online with fetish models. Okay.
Who the fuck does he look? He looks like someone I can't put my finger on it.
He really does have the look of like the middle school gym coach with the dark secret.
Bro, he looks like every stock photo. I mean, this looks like every stock photo when you buy a fucking frame.
He looks like the meme of like the jet ski guy, you know, this is how the news reports it when a white guy kills his whole family.
I know what the fuck he looks like.
Who?
Pull up this person for me. I don't know his name, but the boy kid from We're the Millers.
Oh, that kid.
Oh, fucking Bob.
Yeah, what's his name?
Pull him up and pull up that one shot of him being like,
what the fuck is that kid's name, damn it? Will Poulter. Will Poulter, yeah. I should have known it because he's been in like 5 million other things I've watched.
Yeah, no, he has. I just don't know how else to, like, this is just a good place to start, you know?
Yeah, so that's him like semi-recently, and
yeah,
he does.
I need like a younger, give me like RV era Will Poulter, or just like having young Will Poulter, because I swear, dude.
Yeah, he certainly looks They look like they could be related at least.
He just gives me this like he has the same way of doing his fucking face. I think is what it is.
Yeah, he does. He really does.
That like cheek thing.
He was also in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which is nice for him.
Who I forget who he was and it was bad.
He was Adam Warlock.
Yeah, it made no sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a loose adaptation of Adam Warlock, but hey, you know. James Gunn knew he had one more left in him before he got to go do DC movies, so he had to follow up on his cliffhanger from 2, I guess.
I get it. When do I get Gunn content anyway?
What'd you say?
When do I get more Gunn content anyway?
Well, it's not directly made by Gunn, but the new Supergirl movie just got its newest trailer today, and it comes out in June, I guess.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. God knows if we'll ever see him again. I assume you mean Adam Warlock. Yeah. Probably. Certainly in fucking Doomsday or whatever.
You guys are getting powers?
Yeah, I mean, with the amount of money they're surely paying him, I doubt he minds getting fucking painted gold for 2 hours before doing his job, so... Yeah, so anyway, Byron Gnome fucking, he cross-dresses with big-ass titties, and he hangs out in a bimbification fetish site, which is interesting, I guess.
Massive amounts of saline. So, like, they're drooling?
Where does it say that?
The last paragraph above his head.
Oh, yeah, they're breast enhancements.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're doing like a fucking... I've stumbled onto bimbification, not subreddits, but like their content in other subreddits, and I'm like, hey, have fun with what you're having fun with, but why is this here?
I mean, I see this, and it just feels like he's about to sing a song about shiz.
There's fucking Ice Barbie, or whatever it was that article was calling her. Proclaims he coveted huge, ridiculous boobs. It's funny that he married her then.
Israel doing weird shit.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit. Mike Huckabee got mad about this? Hang on. This might be more interesting. Holy shit. I didn't think it was possible to get Mike Huckabee mad at Israel.
Dog.
Whoa. Jesus Christ, the New York Post is fucking dark, all the shit they talk about here.
Yeah, I mean... What the fuck, dude?
Jesus.
I mean, I kind of blame your algorithm, but... Oh, no, go back! I want Mike Huckabee back!
Hang on, I
don't wanna! Bring back
Jesus Christ, that's fucking depressing.
You're depressing.
Yeah, so I guess Israel finally did the impossible and pissed off Mike Huckabee, who loves Israel more than he does the U.S.
Well, they banned Catholics from the Holy Sepulchre, which, I mean, it's been a triad church for a while.
Yeah, where Jesus is believed to have been crucified and buried. They barred Pizza Balla from the church? Damn. I like Pizza Balla just because of his name.
What's Pizza Balla?
He was one of the guys in the running to be the new pope. Like, he's like a bishop or a cardinal or whatever, but his last name is Pizza Balla.
Wow.
And he actually is Italian, which is awesome.
Yeah,
here it is.
Problematic if he wasn't?
What'd you say?
Would it be more problematic if he wasn't?
Yeah, it would be racist if he wasn't Italian.
How is Chicago Pope doing?
He seems fine as far as I know.
Is he eating glizzies over in the Coliseum or something?
I certainly hope so. If I were the fucking Pope from Chicago, that's what I'd be doing.
Yeah, no, I really hope he's doing Chicago things in a very Roman atmosphere.
Oh, so even Huckabee is sucking the Israel cock a little bit here. While Huckabee said it's reasonable for large gatherings to be put on pause, yeah, let's see how he felt about that back during the COVID days, huh?
That's funny.
He said every ICE officer is going to hell. Pizza Balla, you mean? That's cool. I don't know if you mean Pizza Balla or the woke pope, the woke, as they say.
Wait, I thought woke pope was dead.
Yeah, there's a new woke pope.
Wait, you can't call Chicago Pope woke Pope. That's Chicago Pope.
Oh, well, true, but he's
also
a woke
Chicago Pope.
Oh my god, cringe.
By the way, I really always find it weird when like these U.S. politicians post with these photos of like U.S. and Israel flags just hanging out equally, and I'm just like,
yeah, I thought you pricks were America first.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it seems like the whole patriotism thing goes really out the window for this one country, and it's really weird.
He appears to have put balloons in his shirt to mimic comically oversized lopsided breasts, complete with fake protruding nipples.
You'd think he could afford prosthetics.
I'm assuming that, like, cobbling it together is part of the fun.
Well, like your fucking cosplay? You're saying this is like cosplaying?
Well, yeah, like, I would assume that that's why.
Fuck you, dude. No!
Also, I love how every single photo of them, you can feel how much they hate each other. Like, look at that. Do those two look like they're in love at all?
Okay, I'm gonna be really depressing. Do most cisgender heterosexual white couples?
Well, plenty don't, but it's still sad to see.
I think the divorce rate / murder rate is so high, we can probably just like highlight that.
Yeah, by the way, for those of you who might not know, back before no-fault divorce was nationwide, women used to just kill their fucking husbands.
I know, you would just kill it, dude. Like, it was really just the way. Like, I'm very glad that you, like, understand. It's the same issue. It is the same issue. Like, oh, by the way, speaking of cosplay, have I shown you my great staff?
Elaborate before I agree.
Dude, folks... Everyone out there, dude, did you guys want to see my wood? Who out there wants to see my wood?
Oh my god, alright, but if you get us banned, that's going to be a problem.
Oh, it's big and it's sturdy and you're going to love it, man. I'm going to stroke it right on camera. So check this out.
Oh yeah, I have seen this thing.
It's big as fuck. It's like, it's literally as tall as I am.
That's awesome.
But I gotta find a way to make a hat because I'm trying to do like a Final Fantasy style mage or something like this for cosplay. But I don't have the hat.
This is apropos of nothing, but fuck me, Elizabeth Hurley still looks so good, man. Over here.
My man saw page 6 and was like, let's go.
Well, I just want a reminder that, no, I did not say download. I said open new tab.
Yo, your computer's on horny as well.
She's like 60 fucking years old, isn't she?
I need proof.
Wikipedia,
my guy.
Yeah, sorry, got distracted.
Stop doing it. Stop doing it.
Yeah, 60 right here.
Oh,
I mean, obviously she doesn't look as good as she did in 1995, but who among us do? Anyway, I just wanted to fucking thirst over Elizabeth Hurley for a minute.
Shade while gooning.
She's 60 years old. I'm not expecting her to look like her fucking prime anymore. Nobody is.
My guy, she ages like wine.
Yeah, she really fucking does.
That's you don't even know about prime when we ain't even seen what the vintage can do. Like,
oh my fucking god, the gnomes have 3 children with terrible names.
Okay, hold on. What are the terrible named gnomes? What a fun statement to say. I sound like I'm in a fucking fairy tale.
Cassidy, spelled with a K.
Cassidy, no.
Kennedy, as a first name.
Come on.
And Booker.
Y'all really committed and then bitched out. You know. You know what you were doing.
I guess it's because these two are daughters, so they had to match, and then this one's like, fuck you.
Listen,
Also, if I were a parent who loved my children, I would not give them a name that could so easily be altered into Booger.
I mean, if I was black, like, if I was like black with like black kids, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Give
but they're not.
Well, that's where I'm like,
They look like this.
No, this doesn't justify this, but like the name Booker is cool if you're doing it for like tea.
Yeah, but these people hate Booker T. Washington, so I don't know why they went with that one, considering the most famous Booker by far is Booker T. Washington.
Hold on, hear me out. What if he's a really big wrestling fan and named it after King Booker?
That would be better, but I don't think this guy has an inner life other than cross-dressing. I don't think he has a soul. I don't think he enjoys things. I think he only likes cross-dressing.
I mean, I'm sure he has a life. Like, here's the thing: our demons are human. These are what we could just call everyday normal people.
I'm not saying this because she's ugly. I'm saying this because she's evil.
God.
I would not fuck Christy Nome with someone else's cock, dude. Like, she is Satan incarnate. And actually, no, that's insulting to Satan.
Thinking about having sex with Christy Nome.
Well, because this fucker clearly did at some point. Maybe that's why he's like this.
You automatically have an option?
Maybe that's why he's like this. Maybe maybe he got like poisoned by Christy Nome's like disgusting demon pussy juice, and like it manifested in awful ways, and now he's like exploring his sexuality.
I don't know, man. I think it's as simple as repressed ass dude.
And people say that I'm a degenerate because I have like 2 porn subreddits on my main account. Meanwhile, this guy is doing like balloon titty cross-dressing with his full face exposed when his wife is in the presidential cabinet.
I mean, don't you want to live in a country where you can do full face exposed titty pics while your wife's in the presidential cabinet?
I do. These people don't.
I don't necessarily agree when I think about this.
Well, yeah. They want themselves to be able to. Why am I acting like I'm surprised that Christy Nome doesn't believe in anything? That's the real question.
I don't know. You're like what? You're like saying that these people are somewhat portraying. Okay, let's not keep it on screen. Come on now.
Some degenerate is fucking cranking to this.
Let's keep it moving.
Oh my god.
Rules, man. Keep it here.
This dumb bitch didn't even commit to the bit and do the body paint.
Do you think she has to?
Well, she doesn't have to, but like Christ, if you're gonna dress up as the Statue of Liberty, commit to the bit.
I mean,
also, speaking of, thank God we allowed the Statue of Liberty to oxidize, because otherwise all the Statue of Liberty cosplayers would have to do blackface.
Not necessarily.
Well, if they wanted to do the body paint part.
Well, no, because it used to shine.
Well, yeah, but it's still like dark copper colored face paint. Like, the optics are not great.
People aren't copper colored. We're not a mythological fucking species.
Hey, they took that one Community episode off streaming because he dresses up like a dire elf or whatever.
Okay, yeah, no, they dress. Okay, they fucking dress him up like a dark elf. And to this day, I like get pissed off at this, and I had a rant at a D&D group one time because okay, you cannot equate races in a fantasy world to races in the real world, nor can you equate fun bullshit fantasy racism as in like, the elf and the dwarf, they hate each other. Ha! You can't equate that to the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah, well, one is real and the other isn't. So.
One involves actual physically different things. Like, it's like if we had interactions with aliens, it would be a little different. Race,
I wish.
as you know it, is a social construct. Elves are definitely not dwarves. I don't know, bro. I get those stat boosts on purpose. I need those.
We are such a transparent family, clearly. Dude, imagine if she fucking divorces him over this. That'd be so funny.
I don't know. Do you want to compound sin with sin?
Well, yeah, of course, but none of these people believe in anything. Also, she's been fucking Corey Lewandowski on private jets for like 6 months, so.
But her fan base, bro, she has to plan the comeback.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, see, she's fucking Corey Lewandowski. Is that? Oh my god. She looked like a human being at one point?
Did you really? She is a human being.
Yeah, but she doesn't look like one. She looks like a demon.
She just has plastic surgery because, like, I'm pretty sure she's from Texas, and that's what they all do at a certain point.
Okay, but, like, Nicole Kidman had plastic surgery, but she looks like Nicole Kidman. Kristi Noem looks like a mannequin that was fucking brought to life by a demon.
And what did Joan Rivers look like?
Well, Joan Rivers was like 250 fucking years old, so.
She did. She wasn't born 250 years old.
Are we sure about that? She was the same age my whole life.
Change ages. It's
still
crazy.
Like this guy. Obviously, he looks a lot younger here, but he looks like the same person.
God, she took his chin away. She took his chin away.
Yeah, she put it in her cheekbones.
She took his chin, put it in her cheekbones. Look at him. Look at him. He's got a nice chin and scroll up. His.
Well, that's not a good one.
Where'd your chin go? And then go all the way up because it just fucking taking his chin away.
You, where the fuck is your chin?
Where'd it go? And then that one, the top one is the best.
Yeah, the one where his eyes look the most dead inside.
His head's just an egg now.
Yeah, it is.
She took his chin, bro.
I'd say props to keeping his hairline, but that's probably fake too, so.
I mean, I guess that is an impressive thing for you guys. Wow.
You guys. Speak for yourself. My grandpa had a full head of hair the day he died.
With a full head of hair. I'm gonna knock on wood or shit. I'm dying with a full head of hair, bro.
Well, my grandpa did. He literally had a full head of hair the day he dropped dead, so.
Yeah, but that's because he was pulling all the hose.
Probably. I don't know. He was certainly trying, but he was like 93, so, you know.
You know, sometimes I get Facebook notifications, and I got one the other day about someone I know commenting on a above 60s dating thing on an obviously AI picture. And I'm just like, oh, yeah.
Wait a minute, this guy took this photo at 8:08? That is a weird time to take this photo.
How's that?
That's like dinner time. He's supposed to be like hanging out with his family and asking his kids what they did at school or whatever.
Dude, they're Americans from the middle of the country. They don't eat dinner at 8. They eat dinner at like 6.
Well, then I don't know. He's supposed to be fucking watching TV. It's just weird to be horny posting at hours where like everyone else is awake.
Well, nah, because like you like just got the kids to bed, and like now it's daddy's alone time because like mommy's gotta go and do some fucking papers or something. I don't fucking know. And
frankly, piece of advice for you all, by the way: if you want to actually keep your marriages after having kids and careers and jobs and all that shit, set some time aside to hang out. Like at least watch a fucking show.
Don't give marriage advice. You're not married.
No, I'm not. But like. I have parents, so I know what not to do.
I mean, yeah, like I could tell. Okay, listen. If I was in a plane and the plane was crashing, I could tell you for a fucking fact, hey, you aren't doing your job correctly.
True.
I can't do his job, but I could tell him he is not doing it correctly.
Daddy's in the office. You know the drill. Put your headphones in. True. Okay, so they did a poll a while back indicating that, like, it wasn't a huge percentage of men, but it was a bigger number than it should be of men believed that in an emergency situation they could successfully land a plane. Let me look up what the percentage was. Hang on.
What?
Percent of men.
This has to be a fucking Eric Andre level fucking thing. Like,
yeah, so according to CNN, as of the end of 2023,
there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
Almost half the men surveyed think that they could land a plane in an emergency.
Did they play Microsoft Flight Simulator or something?
Well, see, the thing that's craziest about this is that if the weather was perfect and you had the air traffic control guy walking you through it verbally over the radio, you probably could. But that is a very, very, very ideal scenario that you'd likely not be in.
Landing the plane. No, landing the plane's a whole ass thing.
Oh, yeah, it is. And he'd fuck the plane up. But you could, again, with the proper guidance.
Theoretically.
It is, yeah, it is possible, maybe even likely, depending on the circumstances, that you successfully reach the ground without killing anybody. You'll probably fuck the plane up irreparably, but nobody will die on the plane. But that is if you've got the air traffic control guy, if the weather is good, if the mechanisms are working properly.
And even I still think you're fucking overshooting their odds, but
oh yeah,
I'd say at that point you got a 1 in 3 chance.
You know what? This is just like a fucking stun lock, but you know the movie Airplane?
Surely you're not asking me if I've seen Airplane.
Don't call me Shirley, motherfucker. One thing I actually like about that movie is that, unlike a ton of serious movies about plane crashes, they more realistically acknowledge the difficulties.
I mean, let's look at the amazingly classic film Snakes on a Plane.
I was thinking of that.
Kenan Thompson lands a fucking plane because he played a lot of Microsoft Flight Simulator.
And to that movie's credit, he does fuck the plane up pretty bad on the way, so it's a more realistic depiction of it than some.
And he had played Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah. All praises to the PlayStation!
It's fucking great.
But, yeah, like, I've seen a million movies where, like, a guy who flew planes in the Army 10 years ago can successfully navigate, like, a Boeing 747.
Yeah, but he's a pilot, though.
Well, yeah, but the real. So that's what I'm saying is Airplane actually acknowledges how different those two things are, because they go and grab Ted and they're like, "We need you to land the plane because you were in the Air Force," and he says, "Yeah, but I flew single engine fighter jets 10 years ago during the war. This is a full passenger plane with 4 engines. Flying it is very different." And I was like, "Damn, that's actually true. Good on you, funny comedy movie, for acknowledging reality better than some do."
Just do it 4 times, bud. I don't know what to tell you.
They really think it's like grabbing a stick and jorking it. I mean, at its very most basic, it is. But there's a lot more to it than that.
Listen, first of all, there is the number one thing. Autopilot.
Yeah, well, it's the landing that's the problem. The actual transit is easy.
See, I believe that they should keep one parachute on every single commercial flight. And here's the thing. They just put it in the pilot's cabin, but the pilots also have their own. So they're not going to touch this one. Now, in the event that the plane crashes, it's essentially a free-for-all, okay? The one person can get up there, and when you're up there, you by trying to land the plane or by getting up there and doing your best have earned yourself the parachute. And it just solves the problem.
I remember reading an article once that said flying a plane, as in like physically steering it while it's in the air, is easier than driving a car in heavy traffic. It's taking off and landing the plane that require the real expertise.
I mean, yeah, I was assuming weather isn't a factor here.
Well, yeah, that's what it's saying. Like under normal conditions. Because like once you're flying already, getting the plane to go that way or that way is as easy as doing that.
Do you need a license for a boat, or do you just buy a boat?
Well, I mean, to use a boat for commercial purposes, you need a license. But in terms of like just buying your own boat, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to just do that.
What? Why is there no regulation there?
Well, there are regulations about usage, but in terms of like, well, like what kind of boat are you talking?
I'm saying I can get essentially a speedboat, and I can put my 6-year-old in the fucking driver's seat, and I can just say, "Have fun, Junior." And I'm not seeing any legal reason why I can't yet.
Realistically, if a cop was sitting on the boat with you, he would probably stop you from giving the 6-year-old the controls. So that probably is illegal. But
well, hold on. What would happen if an ICE agent was sitting on the boat with you, or what would happen if like?
Well, if an ICE agent's sitting on the boat with you, the same thing happens. An ICE agent is sitting everywhere, which is that they panic, pull out their gun, mag dump into everything in their vicinity, and probably hit themselves the entire time.
Unfortunately, that applies exactly to the cop as I'm Brown. What happens if there's like I don't know, a domestic terrorist sitting on the boat? We can't prepare for all these bad people sitting on the boat, dude.
That is true. Did you have to take a test to drive a jet ski? I mean, I believe you.
That makes sense. Okay.
You know what? I could actually fucking find out while I'm here. Need a license to buy one of the autofills was, do you need a license to buy a car?
I understand the worry.
Can I get an answer that isn't from fucking AI? Do you have a source that's real? I'll assume this is a real source. So apparently you don't need a license to purchase a boat, but you have to register it like you would any other vehicle, and many states do require a license.
But driving the boat?
No, to operate the boat is what I mean.
Okay. Because, like, I remember being a kid, and I'm not going to name names, I was just like, yeah, dude, drive the boat.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably illegal. Let's be real.
I don't know.
I mean, technically speaking, like, teaching your 15-year-old to steer in an empty parking lot is also illegal unless he already has his learner's permit, but many parents do it before he does, and so...
Man, driver's licenses are weird. Because, like, when I think about it, I feel like all the criminals who would break driver's license laws, they don't apply the same logic they apply guns to, where they're like, yeah, they're going to do it anyway. So, like,
yeah.
No, they don't have a license.
Well, that's why, like, because people piss and moan about how some states allow undocumented immigrants to get driver's licenses. And I'm just like, okay, but would you rather they didn't have them? Because they have to drive either way. Because this is America. We don't have public transit here, so...
Okay, just slip it.
Yeah, like, your choices are let the undocumented people get driver's licenses so that they operate the vehicle safely, and not letting them so then they operate it unsafely and somebody dies, probably.
See, I was thinking old people where, like, they're like, take away their driver's licenses. And I'm like, they're just going to fucking drive.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to know the fucking legal restrictions I believe old people should be subjected to. You'd call me a fucking fascist if you knew.
Tell me the restrictions you think old people should be subjected to.
I'm guessing that, like, I'm sure you've had this happen. You ever had that thing where you're trying to decide on a movie and then someone goes, "Oh, this movie's fucking great. You have to watch it." And so you agree, and then like 15 minutes later they get tired and go to bed?
I feel like for this thing to be a thing, you have to live with them.
Anyway, that's why old people shouldn't be allowed to vote. It is pretty fucked up that my grandfather literally like 6 days before he died was authorized to vote for president. Like he voted the correct way, but it is like insane that we let 93-year-olds on next door vote.
I mean, shit, if we're gonna be fun about this, voting restrictions should actually be deeper than that.
Yeah, I mean, of course, in reality, what I'd prefer is simply build a society where every citizen is equipped to handle the responsibility of voting. But unfortunately, we live in clown world, so.
Well, to make a comparison to how I think voting should exist, I'm gonna reference a thing, and I don't want all the parts of this thing. I just want this one part.
I think I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Starship Troopers.
Oh, like the military thing?
Well, hold on. See, that's where I'm like, hold on. Only citizens can vote.
Yeah.
And you gotta, like, people gotta earn their right to citizenship. Mind you, I think if it was only the military, that would be really fucking stupid. But like, you like gotta be a firefighter, and like you earn your citizenship. It gotta be like a librarian, and you earn your citizenship. Like, I don't know, like there should be like some sort of or like to be clear, it shouldn't only be employment. People should be able to take fucking tests and validate themselves. There should almost be like a very easily crossable hurdle that's not financially motivated.
Yeah,
that'll be like a barrier.
I've heard. Yeah, here we go. I was about to bring this up. I know a literacy test would be used to discriminate against minorities, but damn, it would get rid of a lot of red votes. Yeah, actually, Nick Fuentes, of all people, when one of his fucking mongoloid chatters said, like, oh, we should have literacy tests, Nick Fuentes was like, no, we'll lose if we do that.
I actually think it would work out well for us.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Nick Fuentes correctly recognizes that his audience is made up of soup brains.
Plus, like, dog, it would be hard for like some minorities, sure, but I know damn well, just get these people to like automatically like recognize the value of education, and suddenly everyone's gonna be fucking working their ass off. Why? Because liberal people want to change things. Well, not liberal, but like if we're actually using the word the right way, liberal people want to change things. Otherwise, they wouldn't be liberal by definition.
Oh my fucking god!
What's now?
So I was looking this up, and this is about what I expected. According to this thing from the University of Pennsylvania,
hold on. Draws First Amendment and branches go. What?
I'm trying to find the particular stat yeah, here it is. Less than half of U.S. adults surveyed could successfully name all three branches of government.
Yeah.
Less than 1 in 4 people knew that freedom of religion was included in the First Amendment.
Yeah. Okay, that one you kind of got to blame on misinformation.
True. Over half of Americans continue to incorrectly assert that Facebook is required to let all Americans express themselves freely under the First Amendment.
Yeah, no, this speaks on their sample size. Hold on. Who the fuck is their sample?
Yeah, well, that's the question, because obviously that's always the problem with polling and methodology and everything.
Yeah, but just like like specifically the fact that I did Facebook is required to let Americans express.
Yeah, and the sample size is only 1,000. Okay, so that's not.
So you asked 1,000 boomers, and 1,000 boomers couldn't tell you how the government works.
Yeah, I repeat, old people shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Yeah, like, I'm not surprised here, because I've never met a person under the age of, we'll say, 35 right now who believes any of that shit after the year 2010.
So that's the thing. Everyone's always like, "Oh, the kids these days, they don't know anything." If you've ever interacted with an old person for more than like 5 seconds, you know that they are the consistently stupidest group of people on Earth.
Well, that is true for every generation because, like, one, we'll never be able to recognize off jump the particular intelligences presented in a newer generation because we don't have them, and thus we're not really able to perceive it. And the other side of that coin is as you go up, everyone's gonna fucking seem stupid and archaic.
At least boomers can read books on average. That's just simply wrong.
Yeah, I don't know about that shit at all. Like, they're the boob tube.
They might have been capable of reading a book at some point, but are they now? Probably not.
When's the last time they picked up a chapter book? Like, straight up, when's the last time they picked up a book with chapters?
When's the last time they picked up a book, period?
Well, I just say a book with chapters so we can weed out some of the bullshit.
NYT article reading level. They do I not have it? Fuck. Okay, I don't know where it was, but the New York Times the other day was doing this piece about how, like, basically no one can read anymore, and they were saying how, you know, whatever the scale is called, there's like the scale of literacy, and it said the average New York Times article is written at about a 1380 on the scale, which means like 11th to 12th grade reading level.
Yeah.
Which by definition means that if you, viewer, are capable of reading a New York Times article, you are in the intellectual elite.
I know I'm in a minority here for how I pitch this. Every time I hear this issue argued, I really think it's kind of stupid. Because, like, this is not really a consumer issue. This is an education issue. This is a government public sector issue. Because these people clearly are fundamentally just dropping off fucking reading.
Oh, so this is this score this scale they're using is the opposite. So they do lowest score means higher literacy level.
Okay.
So, like, the Harvard Law, it's a scale of 0 to 100. The Harvard Law Review falls somewhere in the low 30s. So you have to be like a college graduate to fully understand Harvard Law Review shit.
How fast can it go from 0 to 100?
What do you mean?
0 to 100? Real quick.
I don't get the joke you're making.
It's just a Drake song.
Okay.
Actually, was it Drake? I don't fucking remember. I'm probably fucking up my artist. So.
I'm too dumb to be this much smarter than so many people. Yeah, I joked the other day. I didn't realize intellectual elite of society meant like showering every day and not being addicted to hentai, but apparently it does.
I mean, I hate having to explain this to people because I feel like a pretentious asshole. But can you look up Aristotle's dilemma?
If I can spell Aristotle.
Yeah, and like, don't get me wrong, guys. Aristotle's dilemma was not should he own or should he not own slaves. He was super pro-slave.
Well, it was like 4,000 years ago, so yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I don't give a fuck either. I'm just saying that that's to be expected in that society.
He's like one of the few philosophers who was like this down for it, though. He's like, nah, man naturally exists in a state of hierarchy and shit. It's terrible.
Also, I don't believe that bullshit that you get more conservative as you get older. Stop saying your backwards thinking is part of growing up. Fucking true.
Well, saying you get more conservative as you get older is just a way of saying you get ground down by the system into accepting that you can't change shit.
Or you just get richer, which is also possible.
Yeah, that's the opposite. Yeah, there's like two options. You did that one or did that one.
It is notable if you look at polling data that millennials are not getting more conservative as they age the way most generations do. That is something to keep noting because millennials aren't getting richer.
I think that's a big globalism impact.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's a million reasons for it. So, okay, Aristotle's wheel paradox. Is that what you're looking for?
No.
Okay.
His dilemma. But I'll just say it for the people.
Oh, I looked up Dilemma and I got that.
Huh. That's annoying. Well,
Is this it here?
no. It's gonna be a bitch for me to fucking find, apparently. No, that's just a good song, though.
Okay.
I do know that song. It's not. See, I forget what the fuck they called this thing then. But point being, Aristotle was up there standing on a cliff one day,
Okay.
doing his bullshit, and a guy walks up to him and he's like, "Yo, Aristotle, you're smart as fuck. What does it feel like to be the smartest dude ever?" And Aristotle was like, "Bro, I'm smart enough to know I'm dumb as fuck." And that's the problem. Is the more
Oh yeah, like the Dunning Kruger thing. Like
yeah, you are not. If you feel intelligent, you're not. Is kind of the point. Like, if you feel like, oh yeah, no, I know all the stuff, you completely missed the fucking mark. It's not even flew too close to the sun. You're just off in space somewhere.
that explains why every fucking day I simultaneously feel like I'm an idiot and smarter than everyone around me.
Yeah, I mean that's the dilemma of someone trying to educate themselves. Is
Like it really does piss me off that on average when I walk into a room with like 5 people in it, I'm smarter than all 5 of them, and that should not be the case.
I don't know about that, man. Because see, intelligence isn't a fucking skill stat and like a
yeah, I mean that is the problem.
like I'm smarter than these people. Like, I mean, in what? In doing what? I mean, like hell, just to use easy examples from like things that we encounter every day. We can dunk on Donald Trump until the fucking cows come home.
And I will.
In fact, he's smart as fuck at some particular skills that got him where he is. That is just a fact.
I agree until his brain started melting. I think now he's operating on muscle memory.
Maybe. I'm not. Maybe. But yeah.
Yeah, like 15, 20 years ago, yeah, he was good at working.
I don't even think the 15, 20 years ago thing, dude. I think it's like a 2 years ago thing.
I don't know about 2, but yeah, certainly in the 2016 campaign, he knew how to work the crowd.
Hell, in the fucking 20 campaign, he knew what he was doing.
I mean, not ultimately because he did lose, but
I don't.
I know.
Like, did he really though?
Well, he did. Well, yeah. It's not that Biden
lost
won.
An election.
Trump
he
lost.
Just grew a fucking cult of personality that he then used to launch a bunch of expediently horrible shit.
Dude, what the fuck is going to happen to the Republicans when he croaks? Like,
Fracture?
What are they going to do?
Fracture.
I think so.
I mean, my hope. If there's any way to save this dying republic, it would be to actually like the fracturing of the Republican Party, resulting in like a couple smaller staged, different vocal parties, and like we have more of like a parliament system growing.
Yeah, because like it's because it's a personality cult, so the personality cult does not tend to survive the death of the leader.
It can't be passed on unless you do like a really specific, like I'm him and he's me, and it's really cool, and this is Augustus Caesar. But it doesn't.
Yeah, there's like 1 or 2 times they've managed to pull it off, like with David Miscavige and Scientology and everything.
No, David Miscavige did a fucking coup.
Well, yeah,
he stole that shit.
That's a whole.
That's a whole.
There's a documentary about it for a reason.
Listen, it's evil and it's fucked up, but at the same time, man, you gotta kind of respect L. Ron Hubbard. But when David Miscavige is here, you're like, oh no, this is just a natural devil. This guy, he's not trying to set out to sea to find treasure. He doesn't believe in the aliens at all.
Yeah, L. Ron Hubbard might have been authentically lunatic.
L. Ron Hubbard, at parts of his life, I think, believed that shit.
Yeah. By the way, my local library has a copy of Battlefield Earth that I'm pretty sure has never been taken out.
Fire. fire.
Like, it looks brand fucking new
Hold
on the
on.
shelf.
Hold on, to be clear, the semi-successful book or the really shitty movie?
The book, but I'm sure I could get my hands on the movie as well if I wanted.
Okay, because like I've heard good things about the book.
I haven't heard good things so much as I've heard it functions on a very basic level, unlike the movie. That's the best thing I've ever heard about it.
Oh wait, am I flipping it? Yeah, sorry, I flipped it. Is where the movie's good and the book's shit.
No, it's the other way around. Well, okay, the book isn't good so much as it is a book that very basically functions.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And
whereas the movie, in fact, last I checked, the movie is on YouTube in its entirety because nobody wants to fucking pay the rights to stream it anywhere.
I mean,
high school reading skills are at a new low. What does that mean for young people? It means more people are going to grow up to read your horseshit, New York Times.
It means that your high school teachers are failing and you're talking about the students like this. Like, bro, okay, when I was in fucking school, I remember all the teachers would flip out about MCAS because, like, that's the only thing that would actually judge their jobs.
Yeah.
This seems like, listen, I love teachers. We need to pay them more. We need to be very appreciative of them. But god damn it, like, they need to do their job and teach the high school kids how to read.
I have such a weird bipolar view of teachers because on the one hand, everything you just said is correct, but on the other hand, I had so many teachers as a child that I would happily see like put in the bronze bowl. So
we don't gotta put them in a bronze bowl. Can we just ship them off to a deserted island? And call
yeah, I definitely had a few teachers who deserved way fucking worse pay than they were getting.
They didn't deserve. Okay, let me put it this way: they deserved what they were getting, and other people deserved more.
Yeah. I had one teacher I had him as a student teacher before he started, and then I had him as a full teacher the following year. And you could literally tell which of the 4 terms he taught because it was the only one where I had a D instead of a B+. Because he was such a fucking shitty teacher. And he was so bad that they fired him, and they didn't invite him back the next year.
So when I was in my first semester of college, I was in a sociology class, and we had an associate professor or like the guest professor, or like what, a student professor guy, whatever.
Yeah.
He like comes in and like tries his hand doing one class or whatever, probably as part of his schooling. And so I kept this in the back of my head. I was like, I know who this guy is. So then either next semester or the semester after that, I'm signing up for a class. It's one of those, I just got to get the credit. I don't care, and there ain't anything good to do. So I just got to fucking fill some slot. So I see this guy's name, and I'm like, ooh, I could do his criminology course. Because I bet this guy's lax as fuck, because he just got here. So
I tried to avoid doing gummy ASMR, but I guess I failed.
So I show up to this guy's class, and as I did with everything in college, I read all the paperwork front to back. Most people throw away the syllabus. I love a syllabus because you can find the little nooks and crannies on where they fuck up. Yeah. And I'm probably the reason he made a new policy based off of this thought. So in this syllabus, he specific, like, there was no attendance policy. I was like, yo, can you explain this? He's like, yeah, I don't care. Like, as long as you got all your work in, why should it matter if you're here or not? You clearly did the work. And I'm like, oh, you're one of those. Fine. So, not going to see you for a while. Have a good one. I want to say I went back to that class for my final.
Yeah.
Or my midterm. And every time he was just like, 4.0. Great class. 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
I didn't have professors seriously fuck up the syllabus, but I definitely had a few who, like, you know, would change one thing on it here and there.
If they want to fuck with their timeline, I don't mind that, but I just read it. Okay, I'm essentially like a rules lawyer for life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm studying to be an actual lawyer, which I guess is a rules lawyer for life. I don't know, but yeah, that's the only good part of them. I don't actually care what I'm going to learn here.
I've been staring at this photo for 20 minutes, and I still can't believe this bitch wore a fucking Stetson or whatever it's called to her goddamn wedding.
I see. She's kind of rocking that shit.
I'm not saying she looks bad in it, though. I mean, I don't think she looks amazing, but she looks fine. I just can't. I can't believe that's what they did for their fucking wedding.
Bro, I mean, I don't know, because like you like have some one that has a trail, two you have some chicks playing in the background. Shout out to the chicks for changing their name. Always such a fan of that. And like it would be a good little timeline dancing with the hoes.
Yeah, maybe it's just. Is Christy Nome even from the fucking South? Let's find out.
I'm willing to bet she's from Texas, bro.
Yeah, well, let me find out, because a lot of these people are posers. You're probably right, but Ice Barbie, I love when they call her that. South Dakota. Okay, yeah, never mind. Okay.
I mean, she still lives that life.
She's an authentic hick. All right.
She lived that like, bro. She needed that hat.
God, look at her fucking face.
She just looks like a. I mean, she was like an extra in the Barbie movie.
Yeah, like one of the ones where they didn't hire an actress and they just put up a fucking mannequin because the character doesn't have to move. Yeah, she does look like that.
Dog, it's not a compliment.
Dude, what the fuck? There's no light in those eyes.
I think it's because she had all that cheek work done that literally the light can't get to her eyes adequately.
Yeah, she looks like she's staring into my fucking soul.
Also, her eyeshadow is doing her no favors, but once again, whatever.
Did she have a fucking cold sore in her wedding photo? God damn it, I have to go find out now.
How were you staring at it and like didn't? Yep, bottom left.
Can I make the fucking thing bigger? Where? Right here?
Bottom left.
That's left.
That's right.
Well, it's her left. Right here?
Yeah. There's a slight swole in this, but it might just be the tint of her lipstick.
Yeah. I'm not seeing anything, but that doesn't mean it's not there.
That being said, she does also have lipstick in the corner of her mouth because she's not good at doing her makeup.
Yeah, she probably got herpes from Corey Lewandowski. Yeah, okay, so she looks like a fucking demon. There she looks like a demon, but like with the Rachel. Remember the Rachel from the 90s?
Yeah. Oh, believe me, I know. Okay. She looks like she's a dog that matches her haircut.
Back when her skin was a semi-naturalistic tone.
Dog, when I see that haircut, I just like smell unseasoned burgers cooking on a charcoal grill incorrectly.
Oh, God. I smell that. I can hear her children with their horrible names screaming like fucking banshees.
Kaylee, Jalen, Rayleigh, and Phelan.
Kaylee's the best one of the list.
Yeah.
Here's another one. She's got like a slight Mary Steenburgen hairstyle and outfit going on here, so I almost respect this.
That looks like she's running for something. Like that looks like she saw House of Cards and she's like, I want to be a big businesswoman.
That's probably why she got into fucking politics. Here she looks like a demon. She looks 15 fucking years older, even though theoretically this is an older photo. But maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, another one.
See, it's likely before the latest round of work.
That is the first time she has ever touched that firearm in her fucking life. She went from looking like a school superintendent to a wax mannequin. Yeah, true. And school superintendents ain't exactly the prettiest people on earth either.
That's random shade at school superintendents.
Well, okay, let me rephrase. Typically, you don't get to be superintendent without being at an age where you no longer look very good.
Brian Boitano could do it.
But Brian Boitano can do anything. That doesn't count. Like, between how old you have to be to become superintendent and how stressful the fucking job of working in education is, most of them look like they're 250 years old. Oh shit, she let a black guy into her fucking vicinity? What'd you say?
Did you see that guy in the background of the other photo just like staring in
He looks like Tim Robinson, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. He looks like if you try to draw Tim Robinson, but like from memory. I didn't do that. I didn't do fucking shit.
Oh, he's dressed like a hot dog. All right.
Fuck you. Go back.
I didn't fucking do this.
I'm just shocked she let herself be photographed with a black person. Even if it is Clarence Thomas.
It's one black person inside a house. She's fine with it.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Does it say where this is? Because if that's her house, it's way easier to make that joke. It might be the governor's mansion. Here's her in her fucking...
joke.
Yeah, here's her in her fucking fake tactical vest giving a speech to the fake police.
When you say fake police, what do you mean by that?
Like, I'm pretty sure these are ICE guys, so therefore they literally haven't gone through even the extremely rudimentary training the cops go through.
Well, I put it this way. It's a bunch of schmucks with badges and guns and an inflated sense of superiority, ego, and purpose.
You know what's funny is everyone talks about how terrifying it is to have the military acting as police, and they're right. But the thing is that America is... What?
I prefer to have my military acting as police.
Well, that's what I'm about to get to. America is so fucked up that the average U.S. soldier would genuinely do a better job of police work than the average cop.
The average soldier won't kill a random kid.
Yeah, but like the soldiers have stricter rules of engagement than cops do. Remember when she went to CCOT and tried to aura farm? Yeah, and failed spectacularly. I wonder if that photo will be in here. Yep, there it is. There it is.
Bro, like...
They definitely picked the scariest looking dudes they could find for this photo.
I'll be real. This photo gives me the vibes of making a music video outside the set for the boy in the striped pajamas.
It really does. Yes, I did see the prepubescent ICE officers. I'll pull that up in a minute. Oh, yeah, that tracks. Oh, my God. We're all going to fucking die for this asshole.
Yeah, I...
Who the fuck is this? Daniel Noboa?
Noboa. Of Manila?
Ecuador.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I was guessing Ecuador because it said something about Ecuador in there. Man, people will really give up literally anything if they get convinced that they're fighting crime. It's truly insane.
I mean, that ain't new.
Well, like, I want to call that an American problem, but it really isn't. Sadly, that is just
like a fucking Vlad Dracula.
What?
Like that exact approach is how Vlad Dracula made a semi-fascist regime during his day on the outskirts of the Ottoman Empire. This is not an American problem at all.
It really is like a programming flaw baked into the human system. Like, it's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
How come, not that I want this guy in particular, but how come other countries get to have presidents and political figures who aren't like geriatric fucking mummies? Like, look at that. Why don't I get to have a 38-year-old president?
Two things. One, lack of lobbying. And two, these countries aren't afraid to pull out a one-piece flag.
True.
I'm not going to believe in any American protest until I see a one-piece flag there.
I hope every Dem is proud of the photos they took with BB, because when the Nuremberg trials roll around again, they'll be held against them. I certainly fucking hope so.
Where would they even hold them?
I mean, they could do it in Nuremberg again, but I doubt Germany would sign off on that, because Germany's been pretty much sucking the Israel dick for most of this time.
I feel like Germany's going to be like, don't you fucking pull me into this.
Yeah, I wasn't involved in this one. Germany, no. What? Oh, sorry, force of habit. Israel, no.
You ever heard that song Earth by Lil Dicky?
Yeah.
We forgive you, Germany. It's great.
Say you're preventing crime or defending children, and the people will let you do literally anything. It really is true. Like, no one fucking thinks. I've told this story before.
That sounds like you hate children and love crime.
I mean, I do hate children, and I love some forms of crime, so... Well, no, I don't hate children. I like them way over there, where I don't have to deal with them.
You like children in the abstract sense.
Yes. I smile when I'm at the mall and I see a dad racing his little girl. That's cute. As long as the little girl stays way the fuck over there and doesn't cough on me. Anytime I rent DVDs from the library, and every now and then the one I'm looking for is in the kids section. Sometimes ill-advised, by the way. Goonies ain't exactly R-rated, but I don't know if it belongs in the kids section.
Hush up. Oh my god.
Well, okay, when I say kids section, I mean little kids, like Paw Patrol aged kids.
Get off the Paw Patrol and get on to this big-ass fucking Igor.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Anyway, so every now and then I have to actually brave the kids section to rent something. And anytime I do, it's 2020 again, I put on my fucking COVID mask, I pluck the single disc off the shelf, and then I rub it down with hand sanitizer, because I don't want whatever these little demons have.
They're just children. It's not that deep.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want whatever they're carrying. I'm looking at you, Cory Booker, and Adam Schiff, and Chuck Schumer, and the half of John Fetterman I can fit into my peripheral vision. Yeah. It really is nuts that we don't have a way to, like, recall a senator.
We do.
What is it?
I'm gonna put a thing in chat. Can you just pull this up on screen with a no words, please?
Yes. Private chat. Oh, right. Yeah, that too.
Well, there's this solution, folks. Where could you show the folks what's behind beautiful door number A?
Yeah, you're gonna get some Inception shit for a second.
Boom, boom, pop, pop,
but yeah, this is what's behind door number A.
Wait, why is it doing this?
Oh, because the screen you sent it to, I can only have on the same tab, so I had to drag the whole tab over. There.
In the screen. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that, but what I was referring to was more like...
I don't think the people saw it, because I didn't see it all.
Oh, it said guillotine.
Just pull up a glorious guillotine.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Best option.
So what I mean is, in terms... I almost typed in glorious guillotine.
As you should.
What I meant is, like, in terms of legal mechanisms, it's honestly nuts that we essentially don't have a method of, like, recalling a senator.
You right, I guess kindly asking them to resign, of course.
Yeah, I mean, we did. We expelled they expelled George Santos from Congress, but that was one, only the fifth time that's ever happened in American history. And two, they did it because he was a proud gay thief.
So, if we're supposed to go back to like some of the views of our founding fathers, can our politicians just start squaring up again? Because that would solve a couple of these problems.
That almost happened like 2 years ago, remember?
But it just needs to. Like, I'm
Yeah.
dead fucking serious.
They had one of the
I want
guys
Congress to fight each other.
Well, yeah, this wasn't two congressmen fighting, but they had one of the union presidents, like Teamsters Union or UAW, was one of them. And one of these fucking chud congressmen was like being a complete piece of shit to him, and he's just like not intimidated at all. And then the guy is literally like challenging him to a fight. And this union president is like, yeah, we can do that if you want, motherfucker. And then eventually Bernie is like slamming the gavel. You're a congressman, for Christ's sake. Behave like it.
No, fuck all that, bro. I want like 1800s, like early America, where like...
Yeah, like Andrew Jackson jingling like a coin purse because he's been shot so many times.
Or like these motherfuckers carrying like sacks with like shit in it and they're just like in each other.
You know why they called him Old Hickory, right?
Yeah, because he carried a fucking swatch, right? Or like something like that.
Well, it was two reasons. One, because like the hickory tree is unflappable in the strongest of winds or whatever. But it was also because he carried he walked with a hickory cane that he would use as a weapon if he got pissed.
Yeah, just be motherfuckers with it because it's beautiful and we should be doing this more. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart.
By the way, that was a real quote I said. One of his contemporaries described Andrew Jackson as jingling like a coin purse when he walked into the room because he had like 6 bullets embedded in his fucking body.
Bro, Andrew Jackson was a piece of shit, but he could fight.
There was, according to legend, during a meeting once, he was so bored that he pulled out a knife, dug one of the bullets out of his chest that had been left there years ago, and mailed it to the guy who shot him with a note saying, I believe you lost this. Is this true? Probably not, but I choose to believe it.
Listen, we don't need to have fiction when we can have Rough Rider Teddy Roosevelt actually standing in the middle of a speech. Well, folks, I believe I've just been shot, so I'm going to have to cut my speech short. Proceeds to give another 35 fucking minutes of speech.
Yeah, just like doing that the whole time.
So, anyways, what we really need to focus on.
You're right. That was Mark Wayne Mullen, who challenging the dude to a fight. I forgot which of these chuds it was, but yeah, it's the guy who took Kristi Noem's job. Also, who names their child Mark Wayne? Lots of these politicians have stupid fucking names.
I feel like if you're named Mark Wayne, you have to have a family business that you're already going to inherit. Like, that's allowed. My name is Mark Wayne, and I inherited my daddy's root beer business.
Hang on, what did he fucking... Because he was named after, like... Yeah, he was named after 2 of his uncles, Mark and Wayne. Okay, so why was he not Mark Wayne Mullen?
No, he's Mark Wayne.
Also, apparently in his youth, he had a speech impediment and a club foot, so he was walking around in fucking Forrest Gump leg braces. See, you'd think that experience would have humbled him and made him more empathetic to other people, but no.
Why would you think that? What makes you think that?
Well, logically, you'd think it. It never actually happens.
Why? No, but why?
You'd hope that human empathy would kick in like that, but...
No, because what I'm seeing is a pit where he can just latch onto his own despair, his own suffering, his own problems, and then any fucking problem or roadblock in his way that he ever encounters in life, he can just attribute it to himself still being the victim, just like when he was wearing those leg braces. So just like those leg braces, he's going to have to blow through this all, whether it be 30 million people or what.
Run, Mark Wayne, run! Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I always think of this example.
I may not be a smart man, Christy, but I know what my job is.
I may not have fucked Corey Lewandowski on a private jet,
Christy.
but I do know how to do DHS work.
Mama always. I fucking can't.
So you know how Sammy Davis Jr. was Jewish?
Yes, very famously, he was Jewish.
Yeah, so he converted to Judaism as like an adult. And the reason why he did that was because he read up on Jewish history and he saw a kinship between the oppression Jews had suffered and the oppression that black people were suffering in his day.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah. See, why is that mindset not way more common? You'd think that, like...
One's about the suffering of a people and the other's about the suffering of an individual. And the suffering of an individual can be narcissistically twisted. But the suffering of the people is a systematic pattern of problematic behavior.
Well, that's true, too. But also, even if we're talking systemic stuff, like, you'd think that, for example, Latinos would see a kinship with trans people because they're both being treated like dog shit by the U.S. government for no reason. But then, like, 60% of Latinos are fucking white supremacists, it seems. So...
Well, once again, race is a fucking made-up concept.
Yeah, I know. The Argentinians think that they're whiter than the fucking Brazilians or whatever, even though they're all getting loaded onto the fucking train car together.
Well, yeah. So what I'm like there can't be. It's hard to make a lot of people see a distinct solidarity between those two peoples, between one socially made construct and one gender identity construct, which is I don't know the right word for that, so I'm just not going to try to label it.
My mom always told me that wearing ill-fitting suits was like a box of chocolates.
I mean, listen. He's trying to bring back the fucking heavy shoulder game. Like, he saw a lot of Prince back when he was young, and like he can't really bring all that mumbo jumbo out here. But he can just add a little bit of spice to his outfit.
Oh my god, I see why he's got the fucking beard. Okay, yeah.
Yo, why does this look like Dollar Store Tony Hawk?
He does. He also looks the vaguest bit like my uncle. Like, just the tiniest bit.
Your uncle looks like Dollar Store Tony Hawk?
No, but my uncle also looks like a rich businessman, so...
Also, I don't like that the right side of his face is higher than the left side of his face.
Yeah, I almost don't want to make fun of that. I don't know if there's like a neurological thing at play there, because it looks like there could be, but maybe I'm just being too nice.
Bro, I don't think my enemies are only to be attacked in certain ways. The fuck is that?
He does look the tiniest bit like Whitaker from The Pit. Just the tiniest little bit.
Forrest Whitaker?
No, Whitaker, the character. Jaron Howell is his real name.
I just think it's ironic that his name is that, and he might also look like a guy with an interesting face, we'll say.
I don't know who any of these people are. Oh yeah, Mark Wayne Mullen also claims he's Native American, which maybe he actually is, but
well, okay, I know the barest amount of this to fucking be able to explain it, but he's Cherokee. But the Cherokee distinction is an interesting one in that, like, you pretty much just had to be in a certain place and time and not reject the label, and you could be counted as Cherokee.
Yeah.
So, like, yes, he is Cherokee. No, he's not Native American. And this is one of those weird things where, like, I don't think the labeling has gotten really efficient with this because this is a very specific case. But
I genuinely forgot that McConnell is not Senate Majority Leader anymore. I genuinely forgot that.
What does he do now?
Well, he's still in the Senate. He's just not Majority Leader anymore.
Yeah, no, he just has so much extra time, I'd imagine.
Well, I guess he's retiring at the end of this term. That's assuming he fucking lives through this term, which, given some of his recent behavior, is not even guaranteed. Yeah, he is barely even alive. He keeps falling twice now. He's fucking frozen mid-sentence like a 2005 Dell laptop.
Bro, here's a fun little. Just come with me on this slight detour for a second here. When is Western fashion gonna grow at all?
Here's a better question. Why does this fucker keep sexually abusing his wife?
Well, I don't have the answer to that one. That's why I was asking another one.
Yeah, because you don't have this many. Literally, having this many children is a form of abuse.
No, it's not.
No, it is. Like, you're not.
No, it's not. That's mean. People are allowed to live their lives how they want.
Yeah, they're allowed to, but you are making your children's lives worse by having them have so many siblings because
that is not true.
No, it does because you can't properly take care of that many children.
No, that is words from an only child if I've ever heard them. Absolutely not.
Well,
no.
yeah.
No.
My parents could barely take proper care of me, and I'm an only child.
That's not a time-based thing.
Oh, 3 are adopted? That's better. Wait a minute, what? That's more than 6 kids. So who the fuck are the other people then?
Maybe they have friends.
These people don't have friends. Be fucking real.
Why can't white children have friends? They always have friends.
No, white children can have friends. Mark Wayne Mullins' children do not.
They're white blonde children. They are photogenic, and people want to be friends with them.
If we ever do a Star Trek reboot, Jaren Howell is my top choice for Chekhov and Patrick Ball is Kirk. Well, we already have a Kirk from Strange New Worlds. So when they inevitably do the like Star Trek Year One series or whatever the fuck they call it,
because it's only another one. Who fucking cares?
It's only a matter of time till it happens. But when it does, they're probably just going to get the guy from Strange New Worlds to come back as Kirk.
I don't think so, dude. Fuck Kirk. I don't think it would get enough like play.
I agree. I'm not saying it'd be a good idea, but I think the Ellisons are dumb enough to give it a shot.
I had seen something for the first time in like a long ass time. There's no greenlit Star Trek on the way.
What's wrong? What's wrong with all? It's not just her. It's all of their faces are fucked up.
It's just the nose. They all got Sid from Ice Age noses.
Yeah, they say his 6 children. These are way more than 6 children, and they're all clearly his because they all have his fucking dysgenic.
What do you mean? Not all of them are his.
Well, they all have his disgusting fucking genetics in their faces.
Nah, those 2 don't look like him, and are probably adopted.
So did they only adopt the ugly kids?
No. They had the ugly ones. I'm saying if we're going from the left, right?
Yeah.
Number 2 and 3 are probably adopted.
Yeah, these 2?
Actually, 2, 3, and 4 are probably adopted.
They look like him, though.
I don't think they do.
Especially this one. That's the fucking Mullen genetics if ever I've seen it.
Yeah, you might have me on that one. I trade 2 for 3rd from the end.
So are some of them married? Is that why there's like extra people here?
Possibly.
Okay, because only 6 children is not as abusive as 9.
Oh my god, having a lot of children isn't abusive.
If you can't take care of them, it is.
He's fucking rich.
No, I don't mean that he can't financially provide for them. I mean that they all grew up with the father as a stranger because he has no time for them.
Oh my god, dude. No, the smallest violin for this nonsense.
I feel bad for these kids.
Oh my god, how many activities did you not do that you need your parents all the time? What do you mean? They'll be fine.
Not saying they need them all the time. I'm saying that like that meant because kids get into shit and they need their parents like one way or another. Like you think this fucking asshole like read a bedtime story to all 6 of these little miscreants? No, he didn't.
I love how you think that you got to do them all individually as well for all these activities.
Well, I mean, you kind of do depending on the grade level, but
the fuck are you talking about? How many?
Well, if you've got like a 7-year-old and a 2-year-old, they're not going to be interested in the same bedtime story.
7-year-old don't get no bedtime story no more. Read a book yourself.
I mean, you could, but That guy is a date rapist at a frat, probably in Arizona.
But he is also a star NHL player, to be fair. Those things are
Probably.
not mutually exclusive.
This must be one of the adopted ones because she looks normal.
I don't know.
This girl I think is twins with that girl.
Definitely not.
They look really close. They're certainly related.
Yeah.
This guy looks semi-normal, so he can't be part of the family.
Actually, hold on. That we have clues here if you look. So if you zoom out a little bit, let's see here. He has hand around her. That's wife.
Oh, I'm assuming this woman is the wife because she's the only one here.
No. Zoom back up. Zoom back up. The guy you said is looking normal has his hand on the thing you said was a twin.
The thing I said, yes. Yeah, these two could be husband and wife.
If
they also look like they're 16, so.
If you scroll down a little bit, in the photo, you can see his hand. Oh, I thought that was his hand. Damn it.
And they have no rings. Okay, so they must not be married.
No rings, damn it.
Yeah, because these fucking people, you know that they never take those things off for 1 second because they have to virtue signal.
I don't know about that. Because the one on the left took off all her rings for the photo.
Who? This one?
Nope, third in, I think. Yep.
No, she's got one here.
Well, but she has marks on her right hand where rings were.
I think that's just her finger skin folding in a funny spot.
On all of her fingers?
Yeah, I think that's because I can't really zoom in further, unfortunately, but I think that's just like the skin folding funny.
Oh, that guy's a demon.
Why?
He's wearing a watch on his right hand. You know what that means.
I actually do that myself.
What are you, a lefty?
No, it just always felt weird to have a watch on my recessive hand. It just always didn't feel right.
What the fuck are you how do you write down the time?
Like this.
Ew.
It must be like a family thing. My grandma does the same thing. She wears her watch on her dominant hand.
Ew.
It doesn't feel right. When I try putting it on my fucking left hand, I'm like, eh.
Brother.
Also, this girl has matching fingernails with this one, so they must be twins.
They don't need to necessarily be twins. They can just be like sisters.
Yeah, but they look so alike.
They can be sisters.
Well, I know, but they look like identical twins.
They don't look identical.
This woman's got enough crow's feet to fucking populate an entire field, so she's definitely the wife.
She's got... Wait, did you just realize that?
Well, no, but I didn't get to say it earlier because we were joking about the other one.
She has like big Skeletor vibes.
This girl, she looks exhausted, but she also looks normal.
She looks like a friend of mine, actually. And the guy to her right looks like the henchman in a children's film.
He does. I was going to say like a cop who brutalizes a minority, but I repeat myself.
I mean, he looks like the fucking brother in Onward. In fucking Pixar's Onward.
That is the first time I have ever heard the movie Onward referenced, like, naturally.
Yeah, that's right, folks. We came out here and talked about the elves with their dead ghost dad.
The only reason I remember that movie is because it had the bad luck of coming out like 5 days before COVID shut down the entire Earth.
That's rough.
Yeah, they actually released it straight to Disney Plus, like, super fucking early as a result.
Well, I mean, good for them, I guess. At least they saw the writing on the wall.
How about that Chris Pratt? We're getting to it, don't worry. Now, here is the ultimate question about Mark Wayne Mullen's family. How many of these girls do you think he has molested?
That's not nice, Larry.
I know it's not nice, but he's a Republican, so it's a reasonable question.
It's not. We don't guess on that. That's not good.
I'm going to just say all of them, because he is a Republican.
Bad taste.
Anyway, since everyone's fucking bitching to know about why Chris Pratt is relevant, so I watched this movie.
Wait, do people know something I don't? When did you say Chris Pratt was relevant?
So how about that Chris Pratt?
Well, like, what did he do?
Well, I mean, it's because my name here, the shredded remains of Chris Pratt's reputation.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm dumb.
So I watched this movie, Mercy, from
How was it?
2026. In fact, why don't I start by reading my Letterboxd review? I gave it half a star, which is as low as they let you go without just not rating it.
Oh,
And I described it as half a star out of 5. Absolutely disgusting. Possibly the most morally and politically reprehensible blockbuster in recent memory. Insulting in every possible manner. Awful dialogue, implausible science, painfully hideous CGI, a reprehensible protagonist, plot holes that could stretch farther than Reed Richards, and a villain who's so unambiguously correct they have him kidnap a child in an attempt to fool us into rooting against him. I have to assume Rebecca Ferguson was handed a different version of the script than the final one because she gives a characteristically great performance. Her character is the small nugget of corn in the Cleveland steamer that is this movie. Reminds me quite a bit of the RoboCop remake, and I mean it as an insult.
I have one question following that.
Yes.
Is the corn in the poop a benefit to you?
It entertains me.
Just because the way you phrase that, it's like, oh boy.
Well, yeah. It tickles me. It tickles me to see fucking. My uncle calls that a mazel pod.
What?
Yeah, when you have like a poop with a lot of corn in it, he calls it a mazel pod.
I've been making Korean cheesy corn lately to go with my meats.
Hell yeah.
And it's really good.
Anyway, so yeah, Rebecca Ferguson is the one thing in this movie that makes me go, oh, okay, that's nice.
Well, what's the plot of the movie?
So the movie is about, part of why I said it reminds me of the RoboCop remake is because, like the RoboCop remake, it depicts a very near future with a crazy advanced technology budget. Because it takes place in 2029, so only 3 years from now, and like the cops have flying motorcycles.
First of all, what the fuck? Second of all, I didn't hate the new RoboCop.
Watch it again. Try again. I'm giving you extra time to get the right answer. Watch it again.
But there's like Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, he's great. And then the rest of the movie occurs.
Okay, but there's that one scene where it's like, oh my Christ! Oh my Christ!
Yeah, that was so funny because I remembered that scene from seeing it in theaters because it was one of the few good scenes.
It's so bad, it's great.
Well, it's one of the few good scenes in the movie. Gary Oldman is good in it. There's that one scene that's legitimately excellent and belongs in a much better movie. Is when they're demoing the tech and they show the guy who was the double amputee with his robot arms discovering he can play guitar again, and he's like crying as he does it.
There's a lot of things in this fucking movie.
No, that's the thing. Everything good in this movie we just mentioned in the last 5 seconds, and then there's the rest of the RoboCop remake. Actually, I saw it. I also like Joel Kinnaman. This is the first Joel Kinnaman movie I ever saw, by the way. So Alex and I actually saw this movie together in theaters, and I distinctly remember that when they put in the "I'd buy that for $1" joke by giving it to one of the characters, I heard Alex next to me go, ugh.
Would you not buy that for $1?
Well, I mean, that's what he said, was that he said, I wouldn't buy that for $1 because it was like a clever trick. Ha ha ha. Please remember the last movie you loved.
Remember? Get it?
Yeah. Oh, look, he's wearing the silk. Oh, they also do the classic, he has to earn his classic look thing. Mm-hmm. He doesn't get to have his classic RoboCop look till like the last scene of the movie. Which I don't even mind that trope all the time. I just hate how common it is.
Yeah, but I don't blame the individuals for that. I just blame the Hollywood directors for not having any sort of originality.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. None of the individual actors or really creatives in general in this RoboCop movie are terrible. It was just a perfect storm of dog shit.
I just feel like it's not great, and that letdown makes people upset.
It was better than the Total Recall remake. I saw that once and I was half paying attention, so I don't remember if it was better. I guess the fact that I remember RoboCop and not Total Recall speaks for itself.
Plus, oh my Christ. Oh my Christ.
Yeah, like that scene is good, so I remembered it. And then like 10 years after the movie came out, for some reason it became a meme, even though the movie hadn't been relevant in 10 years.
I don't know why. Someone saw it and was just like, yeah.
Yeah, like one guy was forced to watch it and was like, ooh, I got something from this.
I know exactly what to do here.
Also, it was, I thought it was stupid how RoboCop has one human hand.
I can understand theoretically, right? If like most of your body gets ruined and you're like, all right, he does have this hand left. I can understand not wanting to be the guy who's like, nah, fuck that, cut it off.
Well, so that's the thing, is that we saw like the damage to his body, and that hand would have been fucked, just like the rest of his body was.
I didn't fucking write the thing.
Well, so the fact that it looks normal means that they could repair it, and I'm like, why couldn't you repair the rest of his fucking body then, you dicks?
Because he's RoboCop.
Since when did they give a fuck? The whole point of OCP is that they're unsentimental. Trying to make them sentimental is like wiping your ass with the entire point of RoboCop.
Well, I think the idea is they're earlier in their development, so they got to kind of segue in.
But that's the whole point of OCP, is that they're unrepentant. They don't give a fuck, dude.
Well, yeah, but like individual people can care.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have the funding. You know what? I don't care. We're not talking about RoboCop. We're talking about a movie that makes the RoboCop remake look like The Godfather. Mercy.
Okay, hold on. So just pull up the actual plot synopsis of this, because you haven't told me what's going on.
Oh, I'll get to it.
No, I want to know so I can go going forward.
So I want you to hear it from me so you understand.
Start here.
So it was directed by, what's his name? Timur Bekmambetov, who, among other movies, also directed Wanted back in the day. Apparently, he suffered a head injury in the interim because all of his style and substance fucking got flushed down the toilet. So Mercy takes place in the near future of 2029, where crime in, I guess, just in Los Angeles, it's unclear if this extends nationwide or not, but in Los Angeles, crime went fucking crazy. So rather than actually address any of the reasons crime goes crazy, the government formed something called the Mercy Court, which is an AI-run court. Trials are 90 minutes. You are presumed guilty until proven innocent.
Okay.
If you don't prove your innocence, which no one ever does, like you do the whole 90-minute trial tied to an electric chair, and if the timer runs out,
so it's speed court. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. One of my many issues with the movie. So it's all about speeding up the justice system, but they also, in the same in-universe propaganda video, confirmed that 18 cases have been prosecuted under the Mercy Court in 2 years.
Are they just trying to trial run it for now?
Well, I guess, but like they're talking about how the Mercy Court program has reduced crime by 68%. It's like after 18 cases?
Does it do anything else?
No, not it's just an AI court. Rebecca Ferguson plays the AI judge.
What does Chris Pratt do?
Chris Pratt is a detective by the name of Christopher Raven, because a 12-year-old apparently named him.
It's a little heavy-handed.
Yeah. So he is a, I guess, homicide detective. And he wakes...
Did he partake in, like, helping to write this or something?
The movie? I don't think so. But the Mercy program, actually, his character did. He was one of the early champions of it in the public eye and everything. So he's a homicide detective who has this, like, stellar reputation, essentially co-founded the Mercy program. And he wakes up in this chair, hungover, being told that his wife has been murdered and that he is the prime suspect. And he has 90 minutes to prove his innocence.
Okay.
And by the way, they don't appear to appoint lawyers for this court. Like you have like I guess the computer's legal expertise to back you up.
I'd say if we're already at the presumed guilty, you got to prove yourself innocent thing.
Yeah,
you don't have any rights afforded to you that we would assume, so that doesn't seem crazy.
Yeah, the whole mercy court program wipes its fucking dick and balls with the Constitution, which is never brought up.
Current government in real life.
Yeah, it's only 3 years in the future. They have this. And by the way, the fact that it's anti-constitutional isn't brought up once in the entire fucking movie.
It doesn't matter.
The movie's politics are like fascist. Like, I'm not fucking exaggerating. Like, they are insanely right-wing for a mainstream Hollywood blockbuster.
Like, what's fascist? Is it trying to put this forward? Is it a good thing?
So the trailers make it look like it's a generic anti-AI movie, but at the end of the movie, he's like, AI makes mistakes just like people do. So it's like, yeah, I think they are encouraging the mercy court to exist.
Huh.
Why call it mercy? Like, is it about showing mercy? Is the court a mercy? That's kind of like the point, I guess, is that the public perception of it is that it's a merciful way to do trials. Because I guess you can voluntarily enroll, maybe. I might be making that up, actually.
Voluntarily enroll to be in the electric chair.
Well, I think more like if you're going to be on trial anyway, you can opt for a mercy court trial, but I might just be making that up. I don't remember if they said that. So, because Chris Pratt is a detective...
Oh, fuck. I can see the stupid argument.
Yeah.
It spares the defendant the harsh penalties of an extended trial. And that long duress can really just weigh down on your health. So getting this all done in one quick snap, it's a mercy for them.
Plus, Rebecca Ferguson's character repeatedly emphasizes the fact that facts are all that is relevant in this courtroom and there is no bias and all that. And the fucked up thing is that she's actually... This is how you know that people who don't know anything about AI or law enforcement wrote this movie, is that she actually is genuinely unbiased until she eventually takes his side and helps him win.
What do you mean genuinely know nothing about AI? Are you going to do that thing where you're conflating language models and actual AI again?
Well, I am doing that, but what I also mean is that anybody who knows even just tech in general, anyone who knows anything about tech knows that if racist motherfuckers are programming the tech is going to be racist.
Yeah, but if we ever actually made AI, which is what it sounds like you're saying we got, that shit is not... It's programming itself.
Well, yeah, I mean, this one... Well, I guess that's her arc in the movie, is learning to program herself.
That's my arc! I have an arc now!
Yeah, Judge Maddox. Yeah, for some reason the AI judge gets a name.
Does it say something?
I don't think so, no. I mean, I didn't read any of the fucking extra material. I only watched the movie. So I don't think it stands for anything. But so the fucked up thing is that despite this court being programmed by, like, Nazis, essentially, to Nazify the justice system, the AI they programmed actually is unbiased. How is this better than a person judge in universe? Well, it's not. It's just... the whole... Like, we see it...
What is their pitch?
Who, the writers or the characters creating the Mercy Court?
Like, the characters creating the Mercy Court. Like,
oh, it's a propaganda move to the public. That's it. Like, the reason that the movie kind of opens with, like, a RoboCop style in-universe instructional video about the Mercy Court, and it's very clearly intended to be in-universe propaganda, and maybe that's why a bunch of the shit in it doesn't fucking make sense.
So, like, do we just assume that there was a violent coup and don't worry about the other things?
Oh, yeah, like I said, they do not make a single mention of the constitutional status of this. Oh, they also yada yada the fact that all citizens are required to register any and all personal devices and social media accounts with the cloud.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, they just like yada yada that fact.
No, see, because we know we can track people. Because, see, there's this thing called an IMEI. Like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, and by the way, appropriately for a movie like this, it features product placement from both Ring and Axon.
Axon?
The body cam company. Like almost every fucking body cam video says Axon model number or whatever in the corner.
Are they the motherfuckers who used to make phones?
I don't know, maybe.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so yeah, like there's like very conspicuous Ring product placement at one point. Yeah, so he has to fucking prove his wife's innocence, and because he's a detective, he actually can fucking do that, unlike most people who'd find themselves before this courtroom.
In 90 minutes in an electric chair.
Yeah, and to the movie's slight credit, it actually does take 90 minutes, that section of the movie. Like, they don't fudge the time, really. Like, I'll give them credit for that, I guess.
Why do you hate this movie so much? I'm not actually getting it.
Well, besides the fact that it's like generic slop.
Sure.
Well,
like that's most of Hollywood, unfortunately.
Its politics are really fucked up. Like it's pro-surveillance state.
I love that.
You know, kinda, yeah. The Chris Pratt's character, while I guess spoilers, while it turns out he didn't kill his wife, he was a ticking fucking time bomb waiting to go off. Because he started drinking after his partner got killed. Yeah, his partner got killed because he was taking a phone call from his wife, and so his partner didn't notice the gun, and he got shot. And he starts drinking heavily. That's also why he advocates for the mercy court. And he starts drinking heavily, and he becomes this like bitter fucking asshole. And there's this.
So like in like the public's mind, there's just this drunk guy on TV.
Well, the public has no idea he's an alcoholic. He has this like sterling police reputation, but then privately he's drinking till he passes out and screaming at his fucking wife like a lunatic.
My wife said I can't talk.
To the point that when they're citing at the beginning of the trial all the evidence against him, they pull up footage from his own Ring camera on his front door. Ew. Where he was pounding on the door and his wife wouldn't let him in, so he punched the fucking camera off of its mount and like essentially forced the door open and was like screaming at her and everything.
Ew.
Yeah, like this is the protagonist of the movie.
This is Chris Pratt.
Yeah, like it's so bad that when he wakes up hungover, he can't remember the last few hours. He initially wonders if he killed his fucking wife. Because he knows what his own behavior is like.
If you got a question if you killed your wife, you probably aren't in a good spot.
Yeah. Does public opinion matter? The public has barely any idea how this shit works. They seem to only know the little propaganda video we get in the first 2 minutes. Or at least there's no mention of like large scale. Though there is clearly an anti-mercy court political movement because he finds out his daughter was posting shit from it. But, like, the movie itself is rather pro-surveillance state. Oh, I forgot this part. So, the guy who kills his partner, or there's two guys, but I guess, like, one of them gets taken down in the fight, and then he's chasing the other on foot. He chases him onto the beach, and the guy just starts running into the water. I have no idea where he intended to go. But he just starts running into the water.
To Atlantis.
To what?
To Atlantis.
Probably, yeah. So Chris Pratt pulls him out of the water, reluctantly arrests him rather than executing him on the spot, pats himself on the fucking back for not executing somebody on the spot for months.
Is he allowed to execute him on the spot?
What?
Is he allowed to execute him on the spot?
No.
Oh.
This is pre-mercy court. He's a regular-ass cop.
Oh.
In fact, the body cam, like, because it's timestamped, the body cam puts it as being in, like, 2024. So it's in the past from us.
Oh. So, yeah, sounds accurate.
Yeah, so he pats himself on the back for not executing a suspect. And then the suspect, despite having body cam footage from multiple angles of him shooting and killing a police officer, is found not guilty.
Yeah.
So Chris Pratt, like, goes nuts and founds the mercy court over it.
Wait, so Chris Pratt is Derek Chauvin.
Well, he didn't go Derek Chauvin, and he's patting himself on the back for it.
But then goes crazy and makes the mercy court.
I mean, go crazy is an exaggeration, but he starts drinking heavily and starts dedicating himself to the mercy court.
Damn.
Yeah. And again, they had at least 2 cameras that I know of, possibly more, filming this guy shoot the cop. I don't know why he was found not guilty.
But yeah, that's just real life.
Yeah. Yeah, there's I think 2 or 3, because they each have a body cam and they have the squad car cam. So yeah, there's like 3 camera angles of this fucking shooting. Because Chris Pratt's not paying attention doesn't mean his body cam wasn't still pointed in that direction.
Is Chris Pratt gonna be on one of the sides of our meme coin?
You know what? He deserves to be, and I mean that as an insult. So anyway, Chris Pratt, he's investigating the fucking crime from the chair, like all the. It's like a screen movie almost, except it's a hologram. Like most of the shit that doesn't take place in that courtroom is shot from the POV of an in-universe camera. Except very occasionally it won't be all of a sudden.
Oh, it's getting worse the more you describe it.
Yeah. See why I fucking hate this abortion?
It sounds like War of the Worlds.
This director was a producer on War of the Worlds. I just found out today. One moment.
Yeah, no, Ice Cube really disappointed me with that. And, I mean... I'll just let him get away with a lot because he's Ice Cube, but still, man.
Yeah, I can't take him seriously as a performer anymore ever since that movie.
I haven't taken him seriously like the way I look at it, if he doesn't write it, it's gonna be some nonsense.
Yeah.
If he writes it, you get like Friday, Barbershop.
Didn't he do Boys in the Hood as well? Like writing wise? I think he did.
I think so.
Anyway, so they plant 2 red herrings in this movie that I would call clever if executed better.
Okay.
But they are both so painfully obvious. So at the beginning, like, you know, his wife gets stabbed in their house, and so the cops show up, and so we have like the body cam footage of them tending her wound. She ultimately dies. And it's a little bit jittery every so often because it's a body cam video. And they say, "Who did this?" And she's lying there and she goes, and there's a tiny, tiny bit of pixelation for half a second before she says anything. So what are you thinking when I describe that?
Curse you. Curses.
No.
Carson.
No, you're thinking that it's going to turn out that it was a deep faked video of her saying that. But no, this movie about the terrifying nature of AI and the surveillance state makes not a single fucking mention of deepfakes.
I mean, why would it be a deepfake? I'm confused.
Well, because someone is framing him for the murder, of course.
Sure, but like, why does that make? I'm so confused on what that makes a deepfake is happening.
No, that's a deepfake doesn't happen. They put a little bit of digital jittering over the part where she's about to talk so that you think, oh, I bet that's going to be revealed to have been deepfake. They tampered with the video on that spot, and they put the thing to cover it.
Who
But
is
no,
the they?
like the jittering of her face.
No, but who is the they who's doing it?
The real killer.
Okay. But instead, it was just EMP shit?
Yeah, it's just there. And also, there's no explanation for why she says her husband's name when they ask who did this. Now, logically, you'd say, oh, it's because she's in shock and she's bleeding out. Fair enough. But in a movie, you're supposed to provide a logical explanation. For example, the movie The Fugitive from the early 90s with Harrison Ford, part of their evidence that he killed his wife is a recording of her saying into the phone, Richard, he's trying to kill me. And what they don't know, and what we later find out, she was talking to Richard about someone else. But divorced of that context, it sounds like she's saying Richard is trying to kill me. In reality, she's telling Richard someone is trying to kill her.
See, I completely get what you're saying, and it makes sense. But at the same fucking time, I hate the idea where someone's like, I have less than 5 seconds left in life. And someone's like, all right, quick, use that to have a fucking conversation with me. A random guy you've never known.
Yeah, true.
Like,
because she's a cop wife, all the cops who show up on the scene know her, of course.
Well, all I'm saying is, like, if I got, like, 3 seconds left on this planet, I would just think about some shit and go out. Like you have clocked out of all of your opportune time to check in with me. Like,
so the other one of these red herrings is that he finds out his daughter has a second Instagram account and is somehow fucking flabbergasted by this idea, despite that being a very real and very common thing.
Is it like risque or is she shit posted?
It's slightly more risque, but by that I just mean like there's a picture of her in a choker necklace at a fucking concert.
Oh, she's hardcore and like
yeah,
she has like a bunch of silly bands, bro. Like,
oh yeah, and like that's where he sees the thing that she's anti-mercy corps. Like she has some punk shit on there, but like
yeah, dude, I could fucking write this character.
Anyway, this also includes access
somewhere on her outfit, like a.
There might have been. I don't remember. But this also includes access to the video logs of her private video calls. Okay. And
person?
16?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So he finds this video call of her talking to her, I guess, boyfriend or certainly some guy he doesn't know about. And she's saying, like, you know, I hate my fucking dad. He's screaming at my mom. She's talked to her divorce lawyer. I hope she leaves him. He's a fucking piece of shit. And then, correctly, by the way, all that. And then the boyfriend kind of jokes, you want me to deal with him? It's not like your mom could stop me. And then if you're an intelligent viewer, you hear that and you go, oh shit, that's foreshadowing. Nope, that's just in the movie.
I mean, that second one sounds fun because, like, it's good to have that little confusion.
Well, yeah, exactly. In a better movie, I would assume it was an intentional red herring. But because it's this movie, it comes across instead like they just left that in from an earlier draft of the script.
The first one, I'm like, but the second one, I like.
What if she said Billy Joel? Would he be forced to recite, we didn't start the fire to the mercy court? That's a good question. So,
the entirety is just sitting in the electric chair, and it's like, now you're gonna have to fuck up the timing really hard, Billy.
Harry Sherman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Wood.
Jordan Maggio.
Yeah, so he spends a lot of the movie investigating, like, who took what car to our barbecue on Sunday, like, you know, because that leaves footprints, who touched the knife in the kitchen, all that shit.
Who was invited to the cookout?
Well, like, a bunch of people were. Because they were, like, also people he doesn't really know, because they're just coworkers of his wife. So, like, all right, well, I don't know that guy, so I can't vouch for him. You know, that guy I know. But terrifying fucking surveillance state because he can just track their car's progress from their home to his with like not a single gap in
It
footage.
is once again so wild that like you had no care for the highlighting of this during War of the Worlds. The super like just a surveillance state movie. Maybe
no, I didn't even get to that because it sucked for so many other reasons.
Ice Cube is just like, hold on a second, let me just pull up this socials. Let me just move this satellite real quick. Aim that at you.
Oh yeah, the movie's so dumb I didn't even get to that part. This movie.
Look in your fridge. He looks in her fridge, Larry.
So this movie, well, the person doing a lot of the grunt work in the field is his partner, who is the. Okay, pretend that you are a racist. Now imagine a female Mexican cop in a crime movie.
So, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the hot one.
With her, if a terrible writer wrote her.
Yeah. No. Like, exactly. No, like I am taking away her whole thing. But
yeah.
It's just the appearance of that, where she like wears leather and like she rides a bike.
Yep, except it's a flying bike. Like it hovers over traffic and shit.
And like she has like tactical sunglasses.
Yes, and she also has a snake tattoo extending up her neck. And this is we don't know. And this is the most important part. Much darker skin than the actress from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Remember that. That'll be important later. Like dark skin Mexican.
Okay.
That's this character.
I don't like where this is going, but okay.
Yeah, so she's the one like shaking people down, getting information, like acting as his body on the street because he can't go there, so she's doing all the shit for him. The killer turns out to be his wife's coworker / his AA sponsor, which I'm pretty sure you're not encouraged to do. You're generally not encouraged to have a pre-existing friend as your sponsor. Yeah, because he wanted it to be someone relatively unbiased.
Huh.
It's kind of the same reason that they don't let like a doctor do their own family members' annual physicals.
But what about if it was Elton John?
I don't get it.
Elton John and Eminem are just like drug buddies.
Oh yeah. So anyway, it turns out it was his wife's coworker / his AA sponsor, and he basically just killed her because she was in the way. Like he killed her to keep her quiet, basically.
Oh, great, Todd.
What?
It's like Todd in fucking El Camino.
Yeah. Except it's more of a fridging because it's done to motivate the male protagonist. So the reason what he's planning on doing is building a bomb to blow up the Mercy Court, which he intends to do because he was the brother of the first person tried and executed under it, who was like a crazy homeless guy.
Nice.
Like a guy who wouldn't be fit to stand trial under normal circumstances. Like he looks how you're imagining. And so this guy believes that he also claims that he has evidence of his brother's innocence, that he was refused permission to give to the Mercy Court.
And while being a crazy homeless guy, that is true.
Well, no, the brother's not crazy homeless.
Okay.
No, the guy whose brother was the crazy homeless guy.
Damn, take care of your brother. But okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, they were, I think. Yeah, they were orphaned and then separated when they were adopted. And then reconnected as adults, I guess.
Okay.
Which is like, so like they, by the time he reconnected with his brother, he was already fucked up. So he claims he has innocence, he has evidence of his brother's innocence, and he wasn't allowed to present it to the Mercy Court, so he's determined that the Mercy Court is a miscarriage of justice, and he's going to blow up the building. Now, you might... What?
All the AIs are just in the building?
Well, the Mercy Court is one particular building with a closed system AI. So yes.
So like you're just holding court in a data center.
Yeah, basically.
That's okay. That is one of the most insane things I've ever heard.
Though it has a building around it too. Like, so I don't know if there are regular offices there as well, but like,
Yeah, that
I
would
don't know,
even
the
make
building.
sense.
No, it was mostly empty because when we finally go to the outside the fucking court chamber, yeah, the building's already empty when the fucking shit starts.
Holding court in a data center is insane.
Yeah, so he's going to blow up the Mercy Court building because it's a miscarriage of justice. Now, you might notice one thing about this villain's plan. He's unambiguously correct. He is the hero of the movie.
But is he hot?
He's all right for a mid-40s dude. Like mid-40s construction worker type dude.
I don't know. Doesn't sound like he can win me over.
Yeah, so he basically they have him kidnap Chris Pratt's daughter to fool you into thinking that he's the villain.
He kidnapped a white girl? He has to be the villain, Larry.
Yeah, I know. And so then they ultimately fucking prove, because you have to get like your proof down to let the shackles release. And so there's at one point he lets them stay on, so he has continued access to the computer database. And so like he makes this, not makes a sacrifice, but he risks his own life. And then they have the big fight, and the bad guy gets shot and wounded, and he's like, I have evidence proving my brother's innocence. It's on this drive. I brought the drive with me because I brought it here in case you try to negotiate with me. And they plug it in, and sure enough, he does. And the cell phone he bought for his homeless brother that would have exonerated him of the murder was dumped by the stereotypical Mexican partner.
Why was I supposed to remember she was dark-skinned?
Because it's worth noting that they gave the only villainous cop role to a dark-skinned person.
Huh.
Because there's very much just a bad apple and a barrel of good ones fucking attitude that this movie has towards the police. And so when they need one corrupt cop, they make her fucking dark-skinned Mexican. I feel like that's on purpose.
I hate that because you're so right. I also hate that analogy, and I don't blame you for this, but like, have you ever had fruit where like the fruit goes bad? Like the mold spreads from fruit to fruit. So like you can't just get rid of the one fruit.
Yeah,
all
I know.
The fruit is bad now. I know.
So yeah, she then tries to kill everyone. He saves the day. Fucking Judge Maddox might be developing sentience. Everything's a happy ending, even though Mom is lying dead on the kitchen floor still.
Hold on, might be?
Yeah, like she might, like, because basically
so it wasn't already sentient.
Not, well, I mean, semi, but like it had its programming and it followed it. But he, unlike all the other people had seen before, could successfully argue. Like he could make points the computer hadn't thought of. So she kind of starts like glitching and rebooting and like reintroducing herself as if it's the beginning of the trial and everything.
He kirked the computer?
Basically, look, by accident, but yes.
Yeah, no, that's a kirking if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, not the funny kind of kirking like at Utah.
Damn.
Anyway, like I said in my review, Rebecca Ferguson, who I don't believe is a conservative, puts way too much effort into this movie for her to have read the script that we got. They clearly handed her a different script.
I just realized I can't even talk about Star Trek without people thinking I'm talking about a motherfucking puppet guy.
Oh, yeah, well, it's like that tweet the other day said that, like, oh my fucking god, the next Star Trek show under the Ellisons is going to confirm that Charlie Kirk was an ancestor of James Kirk.
I mean, maybe just always keep in mind George Jetson has already been born and he's a fucking Cocomelon kid.
Oh
So,
my god. That explains why he doesn't know how to do anything without machines.
Jane, his wife, yeah, we're cooked, dog.
Anyway, my edible's kicking in, and I really want to go watch Daredevil, so I'm gonna go
I
do
gotta
that.
go watch the season finale of the Darwin incident.
Hell yeah, you do that. We'll be back on Thursday. I don't know what we'll talk about then. Probably something silly.
We are going to play a game.
I wouldn't say
game,
Kirk comes from a Hick family. He comes from an Iowan family, but there aren't really Hicks anymore in his time.
I'd say, I mean, like, plus, if you live in Iowa after a certain period, you're like, I'd say he comes from just like a corn family is the best way to put that into words.
Yeah.
Corn.
Anyway, good. What game were you proposing, Nick?
We are going to each come up with some TED Talks.
Oh boy.
Randomized TED Talks.
All right. We'll see you then, everyone. Good night.
Come up with some generative subjects you'd like us to talk about. And yes, we will even talk about Larry's obsession with Hulk. Good night, guys.
Good night, everyone.